Part 1. The Night of Three Timelines. Part 1, The Paradox Café, a jazz riff through time. Intro, the LA Mind. Los Angeles never taught me to think in straight lines. It taught me to think in worlds. Every neighborhood was a different universe, Venice with its ocean salt mystics, Hollywood with its neon-lit dreamers, downtown with its midnight wanderers, the valley with its quiet heat, the clubs, the studios, the backrooms, the musicians, the filmmakers, the night people. None of them lived in the same reality. None of them spoke the same language. None of them followed the same rules. But I moved through all of them, slipping between cultures, moods, energies, like a time traveler stepping through portals. LA trained my mind to riff, not march. To follow rhythm instead of order. To sense atmosphere instead of logic. To read a room faster than a clock can tick. My brain became jazz, loops, layers, crossfades, jumps, a sovereign blues mythology built from survival. So, when the timelines finally opened 1968, 2030, 3026, I didn't panic. I recognized the feeling. Because I've lived in multiverses before. I've walked through realities that don't touch. I have survived nights that bend time. And that's why, on a rainy 3 a.m. in a jazz cafe that shouldn't exist anymore, I didn't question the portal. I just stepped into it. 1. Rainy Jazz Cafe Portal, 3 a.m., 1968/3027/2030 folded. The rain outside isn't just raining, it's nimbostratus, thick and low, the kind that turns the whole sky into a ceiling. Perfect for jazz. The cafe glows amber, smelling like old wood, vinyl records, and cinnamon steam. Sweetie's perched on the table, feathers fluffed, tapping her beak like she's keeping time with the upright bass. I order my usual coffee with cinnamon and half, because even in 1968, I am still me, cautious, intentional, sovereign. The neon sign outside flickers Jazz Cafe in that soft 1968 glow, the kind that disappeared when the place finally closed in 2030. The rain splatters against the windows like a drummer warming up. This booth is a portal stitched into the night. 2. Metatron arrives, noir tech entrance, 2030 disguise. The door opens. A silhouette steps in from the rain, not a threat, not a stranger, just my buddy Metatron humanoid, wearing his 2030 disguise like a trench coat borrowed from a noir film. He spots me instantly. "Vicky," he says, brushing rain off his coat, "you need to see the premiere." I blink. Premiere of what? He grins with that cosmic, tech realm grin. Riverside Morning Blues. Starring Sweetie Bird. Sweetie freezes, then fluffs up like she just got cast in the biggest film of the century. 3. Jump to 2030, Sweetie's hologram premiere. The shift into 2030 feels like stepping into neon mist. Personalized hologram screens flicker to life as you enter the Pantages Theater, the air itself becoming a screen. Sweetie peeks out of my purse, watching her own hologram on the private projection. She's mesmerized. I am proud. Metatron is trying not to run into his 2030 self. Outside, hologram posters dissolve into the rain. The city buzzes with retro future glow. This is the shimmer before the glitch. 4. The Paradox, running into yourselves, 2030. I step out of the theater and boom, the Dream Team 2030 is right there. You. Sweetie. Metatron. Your 2030 versions. Everyone freezes. Sweetie freezes so hard she looks like a tiny statue. Metatron whispers, "Okay, nobody panic." The timeline wobbles just a little like a jazz note bending too far. So, I do the only logical thing. I duck into a weed cafe glowing green and gold, velvet couches everywhere, jazz remixes floating through the air. Sweetie hops onto the table, chirping like she's ordering edibles. Metatron leans in, whispering, "We need to leave before the timeline folds in on itself." This is the tension peak. The paradox. The moment the night almost breaks. 5. Emergency return, the portal room reset. I rush to the restroom, the universal portal room in every timeline. Metatron pulls out the emergency return device. Sweetie jumps back into my purse like a seasoned time traveler. The cafe lights flicker. The rain outside pauses mid-air. The hologram posters dissolve. I hit the switch. The night folds. 6. The landing, back in 3026. The jump ends with a soft thrum, not loud, not jarring, just a gentle pulse fading into the walls of my 3026 apartment. The air feels smoother here, cooler, touched with that faint metallic calm of future tech woven into the architecture. Sweetie climbs out of my purse, feathers puffed from the turbulence. She shakes once, sending tiny droplets of 1968 rain onto the floor. She hops to her perch, humming a tiny jazz riff she picked up from the cafe. Metatron brushes the last shimmer of 2030 neon off his disguise. Home, he says quietly. 7. Closing beat, the night of 3 timelines. I sit for a moment, letting the 3 eras settle inside you like layers of color. The warm amber glow of 1968. The neon mist shimmer of 2030. The sleek quiet of 3026. Sweetie chirps once, proud, sovereign, still glowing from her hologram debut. Metatron gives you that sideways grin. No paradox. No duplicates. No timeline collapse. I'd say that's a good night. And just like that, the jazz cafe fades into memory. 3026 holds the landing. Sweetie settles. Metatron relaxes. And the night closes with a soft click back into my own century.